Ever found yourself questioning certain behaviors in your relationship? Maybe feeling like something isn't quite right, but you can't quite put your finger on it? Well, today's video is going to shed some light on a topic that might just hit home for some of you. Have you ever wondered if your partner's actions are a result of narcissistic behavior? Stick around, because today, we're diving into the unsettling world of 10 ways narcissistic husbands manipulate and control their wives. It's a topic that's more common than we'd like to think, but knowledge is power, and understanding these dynamics is the first step to regaining control of your life. Let's jump right in. The charm offensive and initial deception. The journey into the world of a narcissistic husband often begins with a charming demeanor. These individuals draw their wives in with charisma and apparent affection, creating a facade that conceals the manipulative tactics lurking beneath the surface. This initial charm serves as a deceptive introduction to a relationship fraught with complexities. Gaslighting, distorting reality. One of the most insidious tools in the narcissistic husband's arsenal is gaslighting. This manipulative technique involves distorting reality, making the wife doubt her own perceptions and memories. The calculated use of psychological manipulation leaves the victim questioning their sanity, creating an environment of uncertainty and vulnerability. Blame shifting, escaping accountability. Within the realm of narcissistic manipulation, blame shifting is a prevalent strategy. The narcissistic husband adeptly shifts blame onto their wives for any issues that arise, deflecting accountability and fostering an environment where the wife feels constantly at fault. This maneuvering is a subtle yet powerful means of maintaining control. Isolation, cutting ties. Isolation emerges as a potent tool employed by narcissistic husbands to exert control over their wives. Whether through subtle tactics or overt actions, these individuals isolate their partners from friends and family, creating a sense of dependency and limiting external influences. This isolation becomes a breeding ground for further manipulation. Emotional blackmail, playing on vulnerabilities. Exploiting vulnerabilities is a key tactic employed by narcissistic husbands. Emotional blackmail becomes a potent weapon as these individuals leverage guilt, fear, or love to manipulate and control their wives. This calculated emotional manipulation creates a dynamic where the victim feels trapped and beholden to the whims of the manipulator. Financial control, tying knots of dependency. A powerful means of manipulation employed by narcissistic husbands is financial control. By restricting access to resources, these individuals create a web of dependency, limiting the wife's ability to make autonomous decisions. This financial control becomes a cornerstone in the intricate architecture of manipulation within the relationship. Undermining confidence, a gradual erosion. The erosion of self-esteem becomes a gradual process orchestrated by narcissistic husbands. Through constant criticism and belittling, these individuals systematically undermine their wives' confidence, further solidifying their control over the emotional state of the victim. This erosion leaves the wife feeling powerless and dependent on the approval of the manipulator. Intermittent reinforcement, a rollercoaster of affection. Intermittent reinforcement, a psychological concept, is a tactic frequently employed by narcissistic husbands. This involves alternating between affection and withdrawal, creating an unpredictable emotional roller coaster for the wife. The oscillation between love and neglect strengthens the husband's control, leaving the wife emotionally entangled in the relationship. Invasion of privacy, monitoring, and surveillance. Invasive tactics, such as monitoring phone calls, messages, or personal space, are common among narcissistic husbands. This invasion of privacy serves to reinforce control and instill a pervasive sense of constant scrutiny. The loss of personal boundaries becomes another means through which the narcissistic husband exerts dominance. Manipulative intimacy, weaponizing emotional and physical connection. Within the context of a relationship with a narcissistic husband, intimacy becomes a weapon. These individuals manipulate emotional and physical connections to assert dominance and control. The very bonds meant to foster closeness become tools for manipulation, further complicating the emotional landscape of the relationship. Understanding the tactics employed by narcissistic husbands is not only crucial, but often the first step toward breaking free from the chains of manipulation. Recognition of these manipulative strategies allows individuals to seek support, prioritize their emotional well-being, and, ultimately, Escape toxic relationships. It is imperative to cultivate relationships based on trust, respect, and genuine partnership, fostering an environment where manipulation has no room to thrive.